Let's talk The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. Now, if you've been around for very long, you've probably seen the movies, but we're kind of reaching a point where we have generations of kids who haven't seen the movies yet. And so I wanted to talk to you about the books. So, in a place where North America used to exist is now this place called Panem. And in Panem, there are 12 districts, and the districts kind of progressively get poorer as they move out from the capital. So the capital is super elite, super rich, and as each district moves out, they get poorer. Katniss Everdeen is the main character. She lives in District 12, and she's grown up extremely poor. Her dad is dead. Her mom has never quite recovered from the grief of that. And so Katniss has grown up basically providing for her family, sneaking around just to make ends meet. She's taught herself all these survival skills, how to hunt and everything else. And she does that to sort of help her family survive. But every year there is what's called the reaping, and they have this day where every single district has to choose one boy and one girl. It's almost like a lottery, but not a good kind. One boy and one girl to compete in what's called the Hunger Games. And it's basically a reminder from the Capitol not to ever cause another uprising against the Capitol. So every year, at the Hunger Games, they send one boy and one girl from each district, and they compete in this sci-fi level arena. So imagine an arena where you can cause anything to happen. So if you want a hurricane to come into the arena, you can make that happen. So one boy and one girl is selected from each district, and they actually have to compete to the death. And the person who wins the Hunger Games, and then they're celebrated as some sort of hero. Well, when Katniss finds herself, I won't give it all away, even though you might know, when she finds herself selected to be part of the Hunger Games, she doesn't imagine that she's going to be a contender. She thinks that she'll pretty much immediately die, but it turns out these survival skills that she's honed throughout her life are actually helping her, and she becomes a real contender. But the problem is, it's not just about having survival skills. Katniss is going to have to make some really serious moral decisions about what it means to be a survivor or to still keep your humanity. You guys, it's an amazing book. It has a lot of deep, thought-provoking things about what it means to be human, what it means to survive, and how we treat each other. And so I would highly recommend read The Hunger Games, read the whole trilogy, not just the first one, and just think about what the commentary really is behind this amazing story. Suzanne Collins, The Hunger Games.